Hi, living in Bode's vlog. I think it's like, don't even know. Perhaps it's like 24th of July, 2021. And it's a Saturday or a Sunday. It's 11 o'clock in the morning because what happened was I got up at 6. And I was good to go at 6, even though I had insomnia like most of the night. I had insomnia. Pretty much didn't sleep, just laying there. But then I got up at 6. And I was good to go at 6. So what happened? Why did I sleep until 11? I was dreaming and I wanted to keep dreaming because I can kind of follow along with my dreams. Even if I'm awake. Because I was awake since 6. I was just laying in bed trying to dream. So stupid. Because I forgot. Like, I wasn't awake enough to realize that I was going to regret it if I got up at 11. Because you don't get stuff done. If you get up at 11, instead of finishing my apartment today, I'll be finishing my apartment tomorrow or the day after that, but whatever. So let me tell what happened. I didn't do a video last night because I was like I kind of forgot. I think it was like at my mom's, and then I came here and saw a movie with Kirsten, maybe. And then I don't even remember if I saw a movie last night. Like, that's how fucked my brain is. And when I do remember I watched a movie, I don't remember what movie it was. Day before yesterday, I spent the whole day putting photos on my room because I had all kinds of photos all over my apartment. And I took them down because I'm trying to get a new roommate. My crazy roommate who was here before didn't care that I had photos all over the place. But then I took them down to be normal again. But I took them down off of my drawers and cabinets and closet because I was going to film myself. But then since then, I decided to do the green screen thing, get all fancy. So if I'm going to cover my room in green screens whenever I film myself, like, that means I can put photos up again. So I sifted through my photos and I grabbed all of the bike racing ones. Like half of them, a lot of them are of me, actually. And and I put all of the bike racing photos that I've collected over the years all over my closet doors and my two drawers. And that took all day. But then yesterday, and maybe I did a couple more things, but I don't remember. But then yesterday, I got up maybe 9:30 or something, and yesterday was going to be the day to do my apartment. And so I got my chain yesterday. I was so awesome. I thought I was not going to get a chain until the 29th, and oh man, you know what? Fuck, I should have drinking my coffee. I was going to drink a coffee when I get up. Sorry. I was going to drink an entire big-ass thick coffee and then wait like 10 minutes, and then I wasn't going to, hopefully not going to be yawning in the video, but anyway, so I was like trying to put the chain on my bike, but I have this park tool chain tool, and I think it's like old or something because it doesn't work. I have another one like from my bike bag, but that doesn't work either. Like, you need to stick a Allen wrench through it in order to get it to screw, and then another Allen wrench to hold it. It's like part of some other thing broke apart. So I got on Amazon and I blew another bunches of dollars getting a chain tool. My ex-roommate was here a few days ago when he picked up his table, and he said he had one of my chain tools and if I wanted it, and I was like, don't worry about it. So I don't know. But I ordered a kit, like a chain tool, a measurer, and then like this hook that can hold the chain that I'd never seen before. I thought was cool, and then the thing to push it in. And so and it was supposed to come today. So I'm gonna check my phone and see if it's supposed to come today, and I'll just keep my ear open for the buzzer, and then I can use that tool. But if it doesn't come today, as soon as I get around to it today, I'm definitely going to use that other chain tool, and I'm going to put my chain on. so that my bike's ready to go, and then adjust the derailleur, and definitely go on a bike ride tomorrow. Unless I'm not done, I might get totally neurotic with it. I have a rule now, like I don't want to do dick until I my apartment set up. I have these doors, and I'm gonna put them their doors on. I put the door on my closet there. It's a 3-foot wide door, two 18-inch doors, accordions out. But I thought I was being smarter than the person who installed it the first time. And I'm like, oh, silly you. You didn't put it in the middle of the door frame. Ha ha. Well, I'll do that because I'm smarter. And then I put it down, and I'm like, oh, look, how convenient. I'm so smart. Just screw it into the sideboard. But then the sideboard pokes out this much. It made it too narrow. The reason the person didn't do it in the middle was so that they could stick it to the wall and not the sideboard so the door could open. So I have to take the top strip off. I have to take the door off, take the stop strip off, the bottom one that's screwed into the floor, take it off and screw it back in, and then put the door back in. I don't even know if I can do that. I had my mom help me yesterday because I was working and I was like working on the door and stuff, and then my mom all of a sudden shows up. She called because she was going to go swimming or something. I can't remember, but I'm like, come over, let me show you or whatever. So she shows up. And she helped me put the door on. That's when I remembered. But then she wanted to talk to me. I think that was like the reason she came over. But I was like, for some reason, I don't know why, but I didn't get enough sleep. Oh, hang on, I forgot. I smoked a joint day before yesterday and today. Yesterday, I got a joint day before yesterday for $10, a bud joint, because I had $10 cash in my bike bag that I remembered about. And like my rule is, if you have cash laying around and you want to smoke reefer, spend that cash on the reefer. Because if I go on a bike ride and I need to buy like a Gatorade or a power bar or something, why not just buy it with a credit card? Put your damn credit card in there. It's better than cash, because the cash will just get torn up. Because it was like torn and stuff, because I didn't have it in a bag. So that was my excuse for buying a reefer. But I smoked like half of it, and then I smoked like 2/3 of it. My tolerance is low enough that I can get high and three times off of a $10 joint, if it's a bud joint, not if it's a shake joint. But shake joints are only $4 these days. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so my mom comes over, and she starts talking to me. She's like, I have to talk to you. First we ate. She brought food, and I had food, and we had like a really nice meal. Because she brought hamburger a couple weeks ago, so she cooked up the hamburger and all that and had a sandwich. Had a nice meal, and then she's like, I have to talk to you. I think that was the real reason she came. I have to talk to you. So she sits in front of me right there. We're like right in front of me like that, right? And I'm like, okay, so I try to talk to her, and she's talking to me forever, and I'm like falling asleep. Like I can't stay awake. I'm like, and somehow she doesn't notice. She keeps talking to me, and at some points I'm like actually asleep. Like my head just falls back, and I'm just like, and it seemed like she's talking forever. I asked her later how long she was talking, and she said a half hour. And but she started out like complimenting me. Like she's like, oh, I remember when you were, because she's trying to tell me I'm autistic. That's the thing. Everybody I know who I talk to is like convinced I'm autistic. Like Kirsten always likes to talk about how I'm autistic. I'm like, shut up, dude. I think they're referring to like the color coding and stuff and the pattern recognition idea on my website. Well, if that's the case, everybody's going to have to be autistic. Sorry. Everybody's going to have to go autistic within the next 50 years, or we're all going to die. We have to become omniscient, or else we're done for. So she's there like, oh, I remember when you were a little kid, and you asked me. I was telling you 1 through 10, but then you got impatient, and you said, what's the biggest number? And I said infinity, and I drew the line for it. And then you were like, oh, okay, good. But I actually remember that conversation. Because I remember every time we'd drive around in the car, like my exercise I would do in the car is to imagine infinity. like infinity in time and infinity in space. Just sit there and imagine, because I believed it, that there's no such thing as limits to anything, and like my mind would just get tripped out. But but then I started having like nightmares where I'd be shot through at light speed through a tunnel made out of like some infinitely strong material until until it would get so small that my soul would get like squashed into nothingness. It was like crazy. Maybe that's what it's like to fall in a black hole or something. But I yeah. So then I woke up and then I was like, because then she got to the part where she's telling me that she wants me to get a job. And I'm like, oh, dude, I don't want to get a job until it's absolutely frickin' like necessary to get a job, you know? Like, I'm 47 years old and I've been busting my ass for 19 years on my website since 2002, because that's when I got my first computer when I was in Chile. I made websites with my web to try to get English teaching, but that's what I turned into my personal website. And if I were to have to like get a job now at my age, it would like make me so depressed. I feel like a loser. But I have I have 10,000. I'm like more than $10,000 in credit card debt, which, if I can get a roommate, that might be something I can manage. Take a couple years to pay off, but I was telling her, I was like, no, dude, like, but she's telling me like trying to tell me other reasons, and I'm like, no, 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 you don't get it. I need time. I tried to explain to her that what I needed was time, because she's like, you're trying something that no one person can't do, and I'm like, well, if you have the time. So, anyways, I think by the end of the conversation, I won the conversation. Like I managed to win. I started talking really fast and really loud, like basically yelling at her, because she always tries to interrupt me. And if I'm talking to somebody who's always interrupting me, like I just progressively get louder and talk faster until I'm just yelling. But she was in my house, and so I guess she didn't have anywhere to go, so she just stood there and let me talk to her. And anyways, I think I like convinced her. It seemed like I convinced her. Like actually convinced her, like made her agree with me. And then we went to her house and we watched the Olympic opening ceremony, which took forever. They had these 1,800 drones that were flying up above the stadium in the form of a globe, which was really cool. But then I came back here and it was like late, and then I hung out with Kirsten on the phone. I don't think we saw a movie though. Yeah, we didn't see a movie. And then I laid down and I had insomnia like all night long. And then I got up at 6 and I was ready to go at 6. But I laid down again. So stupid. And then because I didn't even want to sleep. My body was like, get me out of here, get me out of here. And my mind is like, no, I want to finish the dream. Aren't there any more dreams? Oh, so stupid. But the reason I slept in today was because I wasn't planning on doing anything today. I wasn't going to ride my bike. I want to be here for when my parts come here, my chain tool. But I also want to I want to put those paints in the basement, and I want to put those doors on the wall, or at least put the strip up on the top. I can't put the strip on the bottom yet for those big doors because the 8-foot closet, because they didn't put the floor in yet. But I can put the top part in, and I can prepare it, and I can fix the other one, and then I can go in my room and reorganize my shelves and stuff. So yeah, I've got like I've already won. Like I'm not worried. I'm out of the muck and the mire, even though I'm sleeping until 11 and I'm not getting any exercise. I'm not working on my website, so I've won. I'm not. The only problem I ever had for not getting back in shape was my website, that I was working on that. There is one more thing that I really want to do, but I can do that on the on my pastime when I come back, and that's to make sure that everything's backed up. Everything that I have now is backed up on the externals, and I'll probably have to drag stuff from my external back to my computer because stuff is always going missing on my computer. I think it's the Apple bullshit. I need to put I should put my website on the downloads folder and not the documents folder. I should put it in both places, downloads but then I'd run out of space. I should put it on downloads and documents because if I put it in documents, it goes up to the cloud, and even though I pay $10 a month to have 200 gigabytes, 2 terabytes, and I'm below 2 terabytes, when it evaporates it onto the cloud, it fucking evaporates it off of my computer onto the cloud, and then it evaporates it off of the cloud. So it's like a booby trap from hell, man. So I need to have it on more than one external, and I don't want to rely on my server, or definitely not those Apple idiots. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I could pay $80 a month to get it on Carbonite, so I should do that. I just have to work up the balls to below the $80. So so that's what I'm gonna do today. I would love to smoke a joint because I'm organizing my house, but I don't have the cash laying around, and I'm not gonna go to the bank and get cash out because number one, I'm too critical with money, but number two, it kind of goes against my philosophy. And also I want to get sober, like I'm gonna function a lot better as soon as I sober up. My body and my mind and my whole system is just worn out from it. I've done it too many years for too long. I'm just worn out on it, burnt out. Just like I'm worn out on, not getting back in shape. It's crazy. I'm in a really bizarre situation now, and that like the only thing I can really do right now in terms of exercise and enjoy myself is ride my road bike. I can't ride my mountain bike because it's not a nice mountain bike, and I'll just be freaked out about how it's not a modern. It's a 25, 30-year-old mountain bike. Can't ride the electric bike because it's because you can't go on long rides. Can't ride my time trial bike because I'm not in shape enough for it. Can't run because I know I can't run. So I can only ride my road bike up. But the bizarre thing is that I'll sit around in my room, like organizing, and I'll have these thoughts like, God damn it, I just want to train. And I picture myself like running. It's just a natural. I don't even like consciously picture myself. It just comes to me. I'm like, I'm a runner, run, and I'm running as hard as I can. And I'm like, well, if I'm a runner and I want to run, then why am I not running? And then I think about actually running, and I'm like, oh, that's right, because I can't run. So it's bizarre. I can run in my dreams, and I really want to run, but I ain't going to actually do it. So, but one thing that I can actually do is ride my bike, so, my road bike. So I'm going to do that, like, as soon as I check out, as soon as I go, okay, we're good with this house. With that is yawn for everything is where it needs to go. And then, oh my God, is there really nothing holding me back? Oh my fucking God, what is this? Nothing's holding me back. So, and maybe that'll be true. Hopefully that'll be true. With the money. The money's the only thing that can hold me back at this point. Oh, and I need a roommate. Like I need a roommate. I'm gonna have Kirsten do all of the business for me for getting the room because I don't like doing business. But if I was doing it myself, if I was writing the ad myself, I'd go, please help me not have to get a job. Move in, please. And I'll be like, I'm the best roommate ever. You can be messy. Anyway, I have references in my other roommate. Anyways, let's just keep this under 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm just going to spend the time organizing all day. All day. I'm not going to go on an afternoon ride or something like that. And then tomorrow I'll try to get up in the morning. All right, talk to you tomorrow.